Okay, good morning, everyone. It has been a little while. So, first of all, an update on my mom. I got a text from her this morning saying that her blood pressure is good. She's very excited because she just got the extra food stamp money from January, just hit for February. And so she's doing well. We did go to the emergency room last week, but she's okay today. So I'm very happy about that. She is always a tricky person. You guys know that I started the channel during the pandemic, and we didn't get her vaccinated for a long, long time because she's so allergic to everything. And I'm sorry, I have to change saying allergic to saying, is my microphone working? Hold on one second. There's only one person watching. It might be Debbie, could be. I really want to talk to Joel today. I'm curious if he got his middle class tax refund. Hi, Mr. Lopez. Is my sound working? um, yeah, I don't see my little microphone icon moving, which it normally does. Okay, so anyway, my mom is good. She has severe side effects. She experiences the side effects of medicine really bad, like worse than anybody that I know. So they tried to put her on a blood pressure medicine and it doesn't seem like it's working. Okay, so Daisy, I'm going to pull up the page. That's going to be the easiest thing for me to do. And have you moved? I'm going to go ahead and ask that. If you have moved, then you're supposed to be in the last group of people to receive it. Also, people whose bank account information has changed, I want to say that they're going to get it. They could still get it all the way up until February 14th. So hang on one second while I pull up that page. Okay, for a second, it's going to be something else. Okay, and I want to talk about a bunch of things too this morning. I talked about my mom update. We're going to talk about the middle class tax refund. We got to talk about taxes in general. Then I want to give you guys an update on my stock portfolio. I want to talk about the crazy gas bill, like not the gasoline that you put in your house, but the gasoline that we use to like light our stove, to boil water, to heat the shower water, and of course the price of eggs that are all due to, I guess, inflation. Anyway, so I want to talk about all those things, and then if we have time, maybe go over some of my 2023 goals. Oh, that's not the one I want. That's okay. All right. Let me make sure. Am I sharing? All right. Nope. 1 second. Okay. Daisy, you didn't move. All right. So I'm going to go over the only other reason. Should this tab instead? Okay. So I'm on the official middle class tax refund page. And there's still two groups of people who may not have received theirs yet. Let's just go over the eligibility requirements again because I haven't in a long time. You're eligible if you filed your 2020 tax return by October 15th. If you meet the adjusted gross income limits, which most of my viewers did. If you weren't eligible to be claimed as a dependent in the 2020 tax year, so if your parents claimed you as a dependent, you wouldn't qualify for this. You needed to have lived in California for 6 months or more in the 2020 tax year, and you need to still live in California on the date the payment is issued. Okay, now we're going to scroll on down. Debit card payments. So the problem here, oh, interesting. Did they update this? Okay, direct deposits recipients who have changed their banking information. Everybody in that group, so those stopped going out January 14th. But then if you scroll down, actually, it's not that far anymore. It says allow up to 2 weeks from the issue date to receive your debit card by mail. We are past that 2 week time frame. That would have been January 28th. So, and I know a lot of people are like, I didn't change my bank account information. So, how this happens, right? And I'm probably going to do it this year. When you file your taxes at the end, it asks you, do you want to file state taxes? And if you say yes, it's like, oh, well, that'll cost you $14.99 or $24.99. Like, for some reason, filing your federal taxes is generally free, but if you want to file your state taxes, they charge you. And then it's like, we'll show you for free how much you can get back. And so everybody does that. And if you see that you're getting a refund, you get like $200 back. Then it asks you, do you want to pay for these tax preparation fees out of your refund? And if you say yes, then it kind of routed to their bank account first instead of trying to get direct deposited into your bank account. And it showed up on the franchise tax board as though you had changed your bank account, even if you didn't. Now, this other group, and I know that Daisy, you said you haven't, but if your address has changed since your 2020 tax returns, that's potentially like 3 years ago now. They're still mailing those out through February 14th. And then you still have to allow up to 2 weeks from the issue date to receive your debit card by mail. And that would put us at the end of this month. So there is that one group of people who could still be waiting. Now, if you didn't move. Okay, Mr. Lopez, we got to talk about that unemployment. That's not something that they're getting extra. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Hi, Bonnie. Because a lot of people, Mr. Lopez, are confused about that. And I'm doing, yeah, Daisy, I would go ahead and give them a call. So let me scroll down to the official franchise tax board phone number. I'm going to drop that in the chat. And then I'm also going to say, okay, look, so customer support, this is from the franchise tax board, and this is 800-542-9332. Once again, 800-542-9332. And I'm going to drop this in chat once I can properly highlight it. And then again, there's that dialing service claimer. They will help you call the franchise tax board if you're having trouble getting through. Let me put this up on screen. Okay, so that's the number to the franchise tax board. They're open weekdays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. if you need to call. I do have claimer linked down below in case you want to use them to call the franchise tax board. It can save you some time. And guys, you might notice that I've got the little crying icon up above. Sometimes I have the little animated version of me holding money. Channel members get to use those custom emojis if you're a channel member. And then I'm crying because of like the price of eggs and everything. And you're welcome, Daisy, for the number. And I hope that you're able to get through and actually don't have to use a service like Claimer. If you pop in, please keep me posted on what they tell you. I have another viewer, Joel. I'm really curious if he got his yet and what the deal is with all of that. I was hoping he'd be in here today. I haven't seen him yet. All right, Mr. Lopez wants to know about the $1,232. So we're going to pull up that article right now. So what this is they forgave the first $10,200 in taxes. They forgave the first $10,200 in taxes on unemployment money, on unemployment benefits in the year 2020. Kind of the reason why they did that is we were getting those boost, right? We were getting the boost, and because of the boost, that was kind of like extra, and a lot of us didn't have taxes taken out of it, and so this is what they forgave it, which means we just didn't owe taxes on it. Now, as you can see here, it says the IRS says it's sent. So sent is past tense. It did say that it sent 12 million refunds, averaging $1,232 a pop. Okay. So we're just going to kind of read this. The IRS said it recently finished correcting tax returns filed for 2020 that included overpayments for unemployment benefits that workers received that year. The tax agency said it has issued 12 million tax refunds as a result. The average refund is $1,232, with the agency sending a total of 14.8 billion back to taxpayers, the IRS said on Friday. Taxpayers were sent letters from the IRS to inform them about the fixes to their 2020 tax filings. So, according to this, you would have received a letter if that was going to happen. So, also, let's see when this article was published. This was published January 9th. So, almost a month ago now. And it says, the tax review came about due to the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021, which was signed into law by President Joe Biden in March of 2021. The legislation ended up excluded up to $10,200 in 2020 unemployment aid from being counted as taxable income. But some taxpayers had already filed their returns in early 2021 before the law became in effect. So see, if you filed your taxes before March, then you might be one of the people who is getting that money back. If you filed your taxes after March, and like if you watch any of my videos, any of Jenny Silver's videos, we both recommended like not filing your taxes early because we kind of knew that they were thinking about doing that. So I definitely didn't file mine until much later that year because I wanted to make sure that they were done messing around with it. But if you are somebody who files really early, before March of 2021 for the year of 2020, then you might be somebody who got that money, but you should have already received it. Okay. Because of that, the IRS reviewed returns filed by workers who reported jobless aid as income in 2020, but who filed their forms before the law was enacted. Unemployment aid is typically considered taxable income. Let's clarify that right now also, because a lot of people are like, no, you don't pay taxes on unemployment benefits. You don't pay taxes here in the state of California. It's not taxed by the state if you receive unemployment benefits, but it is taxed on the federal level. So for your federal income, unemployment benefits are taxable. For your state income, it's not taxable. Okay. Let's see. Okay. And let's keep going on. Joel! Yes. All right. I'm so glad. I was just talking about you. You finally got your middle class tax refund last week, and you're so relieved. You thought you were never going to get it. I'm relieved too. I was just like, is Joel in here? I want to know if he got his. I wonder why yours took so long, because I know you didn't really have any of those situations going on, but I am really glad that you got it. So that's awesome. I missed the excitement last weekend. Last weekend, I was taking my mom to the emergency room on Sunday. Um, so yeah. Okay, let's go back to this IRS money. Okay, Alex says, is it true the middle class refund is only taxable if you made 600 from it? Some made 700 due to dependents. Okay, let's talk about that for a minute. Guys, I'm gonna need to make some videos. I need to make videos. I'm gonna make a little note to myself here. Make a video on MCTR being taxable and the 1,232 unemployment refund. Okay. And a bunch of other videos. Okay. So if first of all, the middle class tax refund, it's like unemployment benefits, it's not taxable on the state level. It might be taxable on the federal level. And I have seen some people comment. Okay, Ron, we're going to get back to your comment in a second because I feel like it kind of ties into Alex's comment here. Okay, so it depends on your individual tax situation. The franchise tax board has to send you a 1099, which is a tax form for reporting income, if you got more than $600 from them. So, for example, I refer people to Claimer, right? If I make more than $600 from Claimer, they have to send me a 1099. And I think I did. I made $611 from them. So they're going to have to send me a form, which means I have to report it. So people do need to report this, right? The $600 on their federal taxes or more, right? If you get a 1099, so yeah, nobody really got $600. The amounts were $350, $700, or $1,050. And Ron, that's where your question ties in. So you received a tax document saying you would get $1,050, but you haven't received it yet. So Ron, in your case, if you received a tax document, so you're saying that you received the 1099, that means that they're showing that you got it. So I'm not sure why that would be. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I'm not sure why that would be in terms of not getting it if you received the tax document. So again, I would maybe call the franchise tax board. I'm going to put that number up on screen. I know I'm not on the official website, but I promise that's the number listed on the official website. So call them Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. through 5 p.m. And I would say, hey, I received this tax document that said I received $1,050, but I never got it. So yeah. And then Alex, if you got that 1099, you are supposed to report it on your federal taxes. But I've seen some people say, oh, this is terrible. Because of this, I owed $135 in taxes. That seems like a whole lot of money, right? Hold on, let me do the math. The highest anybody, well, not the highest anybody, the highest most people are going to be that watch my channel is in the 22% tax bracket. So even if you had to pay 22% on 700, that would be $154 that it could change your taxes. But I would say that it would be like, I don't know. I think it's very unlikely that you would owe that much on it. And it's going to be dependent on your whole tax situation, not just that one piece. So I have seen some people say, hey, this sucks. I owe taxes on it. And I've seen other people say, hey, yeah, I had to report it, but I didn't it didn't change how much I owed in taxes. All right, guys, I'm going to take a sip of coffee. That means please take a minute and like the video. Okay, also, I'm going to go back really quick to this $1,232 refund. Okay, so it says some taxpayers received refunds while others had the overpayment applied to the taxes due or other debts. In some cases, the exclusion only resulted in a reduction in their adjusted gross income. So, it again, based on your individual tax situation, this the money that they forgave of the unemployment benefits in 2020 may or may not have resulted in a refund for you. And it really largely depends on when you filed your taxes. Did you file them before March? Did you file them after March? 12 million people, though, received that refund. Okay, so about 14 million tax returns were corrected, but the IRS issued refunds for 12 million of those filings. Individuals and married couples who adjusted gross income was below $150,000 were eligible to have some unemployment aid untaxed. Some taxpayers have been waiting for more than a year for the refunds, according to the Akron Beacon Journal, which last month highlighted the case of a taxpayer who filed his 2020 return in February of 2021. At the time, Bob Dreyer, a former columnist with the newspaper, believed he owed almost $2,600 to the IRS. But after the relief on paying taxes for jobless aid was calculated, he was actually due a refund of more than $1,000. Dyer was still waiting for his refund in December, according to the Journal. He was told that he shouldn't amend his 2020 tax return and the IRS would automatically refund the money. Dyer told the publication the tax agency informed him several times it required another 60 days to resolve the issue. According to the IRS, it has now finished all those corrections, although it added that taxpayers who were eligible for the exclusion who haven't gotten a correction from the IRS may need to file an amended 2020 tax return to claim their refunds. That has changed since I last looked at this. Oh my goodness, you guys. All right. So, if you think that you are somebody who needs to amend their taxes, like check with your tax preparer is going to be my advice. Okay. So Alex, yes, some people are going to need to pay taxes on it on the federal level. Some people won't, and it would be $600 or more that would cause that. Okay, Ben, you did your taxes on TurboTax. It automatically saves your progress and you're literally at the end. I'm waiting to see if the stimulus is taxable before I finally do the last step. Okay, so Ben, did you get the 1099? So I think that you're single like me. I don't think we're going to get the 1099 for them. And that's kind of, a double-edged sword. So again, I'm not a tax professional, right? If you have the ability to ask a question on TurboTax, I would do that. I think it's optional. If they don't send you the 1099, I believe that it's optional to report it or not. Like you can report it, but you're not legally required to since it's under 600. I think that's my opinion. Again, I'm not a tax professional, so check with a tax professional on that. But yeah, Ben, if you have the ability to like ask TurboTax on chat or whatever, I would do that. I'm waiting on a form from something I did on Robinhood. Like last year, I owed a lot of taxes and I cashed out some stocks in order to pay for the taxes that I owed. And they have till like the middle of February to send me that. Okay, Vanessa, your cousin got her middle class tax refund yesterday. So late. She's like the last group, I believe. Yep, pretty much. Okay, on the franchise tax board site, it says it's taxable if you made more than 600. Us 350 folks won't be taxed and won't get this 1099. That's correct. We won't get the 1099 for that. But I think it would be optional if you if you want to report it, you can. Um, I know Jenny Silver, she talks a lot about the benefits of reporting a higher amount of income throughout your life and throughout your career. Like that could affect your Social Security benefits at the end. $350 isn't going to make or break much. I'm not planning on reporting mine. They did not send me a 1099. I got the 350. So I am not planning on reporting it. Just so you guys know what I'm doing. Okay, James says, you made $632 in interest on your savings account and got a 1099. You totally forgot interest from banks is also taxable. Geez. Yeah, okay, but that is awesome. And hopefully, and Ben, this is something that you can do as well if you need to. Um, Run your tax numbers both ways. Like I would put it in to TurboTax or whatever software you're using and kind of see what the refund is before you put that in and then after. Hopefully it's not gonna affect your tax situation too much. But yeah, it's true. $632 in interest would be a 1099 because it's more than $600. But like at the same time, like I'm really glad that you had a savings account where you got that much and where you were able to save. So yeah, it's tricky though, man. They get you every which way on taxes. Okay, W, first month without a car payment. It's very nice and it's nice to be able to have extra money in your pocket. Yes, and I'm so glad that you're safe. Did you end up buying a new car outright? I don't remember. I'm sorry, I've had like a really hectic kind of month. So let me know. Also, you guys know that I used to recommend a Kia Forte. And now I'm reading that Kias and Hyundais are becoming really hard to insure because, like, basically somebody made a TikTok on how easy it was to steal them. And now people are stealing those cars in like higher numbers. And so they're not wanting to insure them. All right. You got a used Toyota Camry 2015 and the insurance money payout paid for it all. Okay, I'm so happy about that. And then a Toyota Camry is a good, nice, reliable car. Your car is actually 2 years newer than my car. So that's kind of awesome. Camry, I do Toyotas are good cars. They last. For me, even a Camry uses too much gas. And I am commuting to work more. Okay. Sylvia, you have a gift card for a movie theater. Any suggestions on a decent movie to see? Thanks. Okay, so Sylvia, a lot of you guys know that I work in a movie theater. I recently returned. I will say that our Debbie likes to ask. I don't see her in here, but the number one movie this weekend was Knock at the Cabin, which is an M. Night Shyamalan movie. I'm not a fan of his. He did Sixth Sense, which I did like, but then I haven't liked any of his other films. Then The Fablemans is really good if you just like kind of like a classic drama. Oh, Alex is at a Chinese restaurant enjoying some fried rice and chicken. Want some? It's so excellent. My mom loves Chinese food. I like Thai food more. Okay, anyway, back to the movie reviews, and then we'll circle back to like how outrageous like our gas bills are and the price of eggs, and like actually bring it back to finance. But we do normally talk a little bit about the movies here, and then maybe I'll tell you why I'm still in my pajamas at 11 a.m. Or almost noon at this point. Okay, so I really enjoyed The Fablemans. That's a nice drama if you want to save your gift card for the movie theater. I would save it for Ant-Man and the Wasp. I think that's going to be really fun. I always like the Marvel movies. Let me think what else. Okay, Fablemans is definitely like my kind of top choice right now. But another film but it's more on the serious level, is called Women Talking. That's supposed to be really good. I haven't seen it. Let me think what else. It depends on, like, what kind of movies you like. Also, do you like comedies? Do you like dramas? Do you like, thrillers? It really just depends. Also, like, there's this movie, it's called Cocaine Bear, right? And it's based on a true story about, I don't know, somebody like some drug dealer, like, loses their shipment of cocaine in the forest, and the bear gets into it, and, like, the bear's all crazy, and the town, like, doesn't know how to stop the bear. Um, so that's coming out soon. I don't know. The funny thing, it's, probably not funny, I don't know, but, like, the funny thing about that is it's based on a true story. Like, how does that happen? Like, how does that happen? So I'm probably gonna watch that just to find out how that happened. Like, I cannot believe that that's based on a true story. Okay, W says, "The issue with M. Night Shyamalan films is that after his first few films, his stuff really started sucking." Right. I remember I was very young working at the movie theater, and our corporate office, like, they had a projection screening room there, but they never had, like, employee screenings or whatever, but they had an employee screening for The Village, and I was, like, all excited to go because, like, I was kind of like a new manager back then. Oh, no, The Village was, I did not like that. It's not an enjoyable movie, and I think that's when I was like, "Okay, I'm done with M. Night Shyamalan." So I don't think it's gotten any better, right? So I'm not like, who keeps giving him movies? Also, I don't know if you guys have ever heard me rant a little bit about actors and money. Like, I just feel like, really, why would anybody need to make more than $1 million in a year? So I feel like if Tom Cruise is in a movie and he makes $1 million in 1 year, then let's go move on to Tom Hanks. And then, like, let's give some other actors, like, once they've made their million, like, let's give some other new actors, like, a chance. And or, like, maybe they only need to make a couple 100,000, because anybody that makes $1 million a year, I just feel like that's not necessary. Like, you could even buy, like, a super fancy house, if your income was $1 million a year. And these actors get paid like 4 million, 5 million, 6 million, $11 million a film. Um, I did like Sixth Sense. However, like I saw it really late, so everybody had spoiled it for me. But yeah, Sixth Sense was good. Now I think they should maybe not fund his movies. Okay. What else did I want to talk about today? I also want to talk about, let's talk, can, like, we just talk about how crazy, like, a price of eggs is? And, like, let me know in the comments, like, was your gas bill super crazy this month? So I kept seeing gas bills are like triple, gas bills are triple. And I'm not talking about like gas at the pump for your car. I'm talking about like the gas that we use to boil water for a cup of coffee, or boil water for our top ramen, since that's what we can afford with inflation, or that kind of thing. So now natural gas prices are crazy through the roof. So my bill was also about triple what it used to be. Now, luckily, like, I'm pretty much a single person household, so it's just me most of the time. And my gas bill is typically, I would say, 16 to $18. And I want to, maybe on a really bad month, 20 to 22. And this month, my gas bill was $68. And I've seen a lot of my friends and a lot of the TikToks saying that, like, their gas bill's normally 80 and now it's about $300. That's crazy. That's really hard to budget for, and I really feel that $200, if your bill's normally 80 and now it's 300, $200 is a lot of money. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, Linda, I see your comment, and it's good to see you in here. Francis said eggs are $14 at Smart and Final. Like, what the actual F, guys? Like, I really want to cuss right now, but I'm not going to because I want this channel to be family friendly should any kids stumble upon it. But, like, come on, $14 for eggs. I hope that was like at least an 18 pack of eggs. I wonder, we might need to Google together, like, where the cheapest place to buy eggs is. The, the sucky thing, right, is that a lot of people who are trying to budget their money, eggs are generally thought of as a food that are good for budgeting money. Like, ooh, I don't cook, right? Well, every once in a while I cook. But I really like this Japanese curry chicken, and my friend taught me how to make it, and he's like, "You put the baby and it's you put the baby in the baby, right? Because you're putting the chicken to get it breaded, you put the chicken in the egg batter, but like you can't and then you put panko breadcrumbs and then like you make the curry. Oh, it's so so good. Um Okay, Sylvia says it's the avian flu, which is the next pandemic. We need to stay off eggs for a while. All right, okay. Okay, Francis, who was trying to scare me. No, I'm kidding. Francis said, yes, it was an 18 pack of eggs. That was $14. But I definitely have, when me and my mom has, she was staying with me for a lot over the past month, and we went to the grocery store together, and we went to Ralph's and it said that eggs were $5.99, but those eggs were all sold out. So the only eggs that they had were like the $8.99 eggs. Like, it's just insane. All right. Alex says eggs are good as an omelet. I had a brioche bun. I had bought a pack of brioche buns to make, I don't know, I had black bean burgers and I was like, oh, I'm going to make these taste amazing with these brioche buns. But I didn't do that. But I did have a couple eggs left over and I made like a homemade egg sandwich. It was really good. And now I'm out of eggs and I don't think I'm going to buy it. But like, anyway, back to my point about those are like eggs are a staple in like home cooking. They're a good source of protein. Like you can use them as a base, like with flour and sugar to make other things, flour and sugar, right? That becomes cookies. Here's where I don't know how to cook. Um, but like you use eggs a lot in to make other things. And so when the prices are this high on something that should be like a basic staple, it's really unfortunate. I remember like not even that long ago, like if you watched, you could get eggs on sale for 99 cents. I'm real curious, guys. I don't know if you're curious. Let me know if you want to talk about why the natural gas prices are high, or let's talk about eggs. Also, someone saying Sylvia is saying that it's because of the avian flu. So, are we nervous about eating eggs right now? Should I be telling you guys not to eat them? Egg prices. Egg prices in California, egg price Los Angeles. The price of 12 eggs, large in Los Angeles. This is not correct. That's not correct. No, the price of 12 eggs, large in Los Angeles, is $4.85. That's definitely not correct. This is based on 13 price points. It can be considered reliable and accurate. It's not accurate. Latest update as of February 1st, 2023. How much is a dozen eggs? Okay, let's see. Is it just in California? Okay, when's the newest article? ABC 7. I like them. So let's do this. Egg prices continue to skyrocket. What? Oh my god. Did you guys see that still? It said it was a picture of eggs at $17.99. Okay, hold on. Yeah, without eggs you can have a lot of things like cake. I like a cheesecake and my mom likes to make a no-bake cheesecake, which I think does not require any eggs. Okay, anyway. A home baker, sourdough is the isn't the only thing rising on her shelves. The soaring cost of eggs has her scrambling her menu items. Yeah, I wonder how long it takes to have the price like passed on to restaurants and then to us as consumers. Okay. That she doesn't buy her eggs in bulk. An 18 pack used to be anywhere on a good day. You can get them from $3.50 to $4.50. Now they're $7.50 to $8.50, depending on what store you're at. The USDA shows a current price of a dozen large eggs cost about $6.72, which is double what it cost in July. Why is it so high right now? Yep, bird flu. We had to cull close to 60 million laying hens. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does cull mean? Guys, does that mean what I think it means? Does that mean those little birdies? Oh, check my phone. Francis sent me pictures from 2 days ago. Okay, let's see. All right, Francis. Large. Oh my goodness. Francis, that's crazy. Also, Francis, you should make a TikTok about this. I'm probably gonna. 10.99. Is that for a dozen? I can't tell. Okay. And then, okay. Can you guys see that? You guys cannot see that. 17.29. That's insane. Also, Francis, we have to get together because look at my hair. I will sit on your front stoop. And you could just do it outside. I'm not, I'm not bougie. I'll wear a tank top. You just like hose my hair down with like a garden hose. I don't care. Do you have a front yard? Like, what's up? What's up with that? 10.99 for 12 dozen eggs. That's crazy. Thank you, Francis, for the pictures. The Big Cheese says, I will be beyond devastated if cheese prices goes up. Big Cheese, have you tried something from Trader Joe's called Unexpected Cheddar? It's very good. I recommend it. $17 for 18 eggs. That's real crazy. Okay, hold on 1 second. We're going to go back to, okay, the bird flu. What does cull mean? I'm going to Google it. I feel like that means that they cull definition. Oh, wait, no. Oh, a selective slaughter of wild animals. That sucks. All right. Okay, so they had to cull close to 60 million hens. And the problem with bird flu is that if one hen gets it, you have to cull the entire flock. That's real sad. That put a major dent in the egg supply chain, along with the rising cost of chicken feed. For Seagraves, the surge in prices for eggs has meant passing it along to her customers. The avian flu isn't the only factor impacting egg production. State regulations on cage-free organic eggs also plays a part. Yep. Well, that's crazy. Okay, let's see here. Let me go back and see if you guys have any comments. No, we're just still okay. Let's look at the gas prices. We might as well, right? Because I kind of don't understand it. How I think I understand why our natural gas prices are so high is because the utility companies didn't negotiate a good price at the beginning of the year. That's my understanding of the situation. And guys, maybe I need to make a video. I think I'm going to try some shorts. I'm going to make a video on why the egg prices are so high. And then I think I'll try and find the lowest price eggs. Although, Sylvia, I'm kind of with you. If it's bird flu, I'm down to like not eat them, quite honestly. Little extra measure of caution never hurt anybody. And then what was the other video I wanted to make? Oh yeah, natural gas prices. Gas prices. Insane. Okay. And why is it just our eggs? And are people really smuggling them in from Mexico? I've heard that they are, which like I shouldn't laugh, but like, come on now. That's a little crazy. Okay. So we're gonna look at my computer starting to get hot, so I might have to do something. Oil refineries, gas bill, natural gas. Let's type in natural gas. Natural. Bloomberg, a 385% gas bill. Yeah, Sylvia, I am with you kind of. Okay. 385%. This is why I've got the crying Shelly face. Ah. No, I don't want to do this. Did I already? Okay, got it. Yep. All right. Well, it's not going to show me this article, but 385%. Okay, I'm going to go research why that is. I'm going to head out for today, I think. I did want to update everybody on my stock portfolio just really quickly. If you were watching the channel like a few videos back, I let everybody know that I had lost over $7,000 of my own money in the stock market. And everybody was like, that's crazy. And it is crazy. And I don't love that either. But how I look at it is I would have not had any money to lose at all had I not been investing, right? So for me, I just have to get my money out of my hands, out of my paycheck immediately. Otherwise, I'm not great at saving it. And in just a month, I've now only lost $4,101. And I'm up to 14,000 in the account. So we're getting better there. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. And thanks so much for watching Shelly's Millions. I'll see you next time.